Hello, students. How are you all? Welcome back to Geography class, chapter 7, that is water resources. We have been reading this chapter for the last 4 5 days, and I'm trying to give you the all shortcut and valuable ideas to learn this lesson. We are reading about methods of irrigation. Today's point is methods of irrigation. Now, you know the meaning of the word irrigation? Yeah, you know very well. The word irrigation is meant for the water to be carried to the fields where the water is not available. So, which are the methods through which we can carry the water towards fields? How can we irrigate our dry fields, crops, and all that? So, okay, let me tell you. Basically, these methods have been divided into two sections: primitive method and modern method. Now, primitive method is well-known method and is used for centuries. So I think we need to learn about the primitive methods first of all. And modern methods are quite new techniques in which the water can be carried to the any dry place or any crops we required, but still it saves a lot of water. For example, sprinkler. You must have seen some fountains working in some kind of gardens which sprinkle the water in the air to provide the water for grass and all that. This is called sprinkler. And the drip irrigation. Drip irrigation, this is irrigation through which the water is carried to the particular plant through pipes, and a drop by drop water flows down towards the roots of the plant. It's not for crop, it's for plants, plantation, trees. And the next is bamboo. This is a modern method, it's called bamboo. The water is carried through the bamboos. It's a small pipe. So these all methods have been used with the water scarcity is lot. There is very less water, and these methods are used in which the method in this method the water evaporation is very low. The water can be carried to the particular point or particular plant also, and water wastage is very less. So every drop of water is utilized. Now these are the modern methods of. What are the primitive methods? The primitive methods are there that when there was no technology, when there was no machines, these methods were used. The first was canal. This was the first and biggest point we need to read. The canal system was invented earlier, centuries ago. Through this system, the water was diverted from the perennial river towards the villages and the streams. Next is tank. Now, what is tank? In Punjabi, it's called chapper, toba, talab. This kind of irrigation, this kind of water resources method, primitive method is used where the land is rocky, where the wells cannot be digged. And third is wells. It's very common word and very known word to you. Wells were used to irrigate the fields. Now, first of all, canals. Canals are of two types. First is perennial. Word perennial is related with the word the canal which flows throughout the year, which has water throughout the year. And inundation canal is a canal which is seasonal, but nowadays all the inundation canals are also transferred into perennial canals. So these are two types of canals. If we talk about wells, wells are of two types: surface wells and tube wells. You know very well the tube wells word. Nowadays every home has a tube well, like a submersible wells, and tube wells are quite familiar for the last around 40 years. But surface wells have been there for centuries. The surface well are also of two types: lined well, जिसको पक्का करके रखते हैं उसको बना के, एंड सेकंड इज अनलाइंड वेल्स, जो कच्चा होता है कुआं, उसको पक्का नहीं किया जाता लेकिन इट इज यूज्ड फॉर ड्रिंकिंग वाटर.